All right. Welcome to the Sideboard. My name's Eric, and it's time to play some MTG. So tonight on Let's Play MTG, we've got Mardu Gearhulks. So if you like the show, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, subscribe to the channel. And Mardu Gearhulks. Now this is a really interesting little deck, and it definitely falls in the line of Jank. So let's go ahead and get straight into the land base here. We've got 4 canyon sloughs so that if we do draw lands later, we can easily cycle those away. And lands in our graveyard do matter a slight amount, as we do have a couple copies of Hostile Desert. I was really excited to be able to run Hostile Desert, and with our two drops being cards that we can just easily pitch things away. So we can easily pitch cards away here with Tormenting Voice, and Cathartic Reunion means that we're normally going to have a card in the graveyard that we can activate this with. So I will be happy if we can actually, maybe swing or get some use out of Hostile Desert. It does go to mention that Liliana can throw cards in the graveyard as well off the top of the library. And you could also pitch those with Key of the City. So or even Combustible Gearhulk, if your opponent makes you discard those cards in their lands. Well, that's a way that we can actually benefit from that. And most of the time, that's the worst thing we want to see is, to reveal lands, because they won't take any damage. Now, moving on down here, we do have Concealed Courtyards, Dragon Skull Summits. 4 Concealed Courtyard, 3 Dragon Skull Summit. We do have 2 Field of Ruin. That and the Hostile Deserts are the only colorless sources in the deck, but the Field of Ruin's just kind of necessary with all the search for Escanta and things of that nature. And then we have Inspiring Vantage, which is a really good fast land, and we do need that red source early, so maybe a turn 1 tap land or something like that, and then a turn 2 Inspiring Vantage would help. The real point of the deck is to make sure that you are spending turn 2 and turn 3 setting up for your turn 4 Refurbish. Now the rest of the lands are just basics. We've got 3 mountains, 2 plains, and a swamp to fill out the land base, and we only have 24 lands, but again, the entire beginning of the game we should be drawing cards and discarding cards. And then we have Cultivator's Caravan. This is a nice little card that, as we're refurbishing things that don't have haste, we can just crew this 5/5 and get in. And it works really, really well. It gives us a lot of really nice tricks, like we can play Liliana or Cataclysmic Gearhulk or even Angel of Invention on turn 4 just out of our hand, which is really great if you don't have a Refurbish. So that's really, really good. And then, of course, Refurbish is just really good in this deck, as you could get back a Key to the City, you could get back, Cultivator's Caravan, Cataclysmic Gearhulk, Combustible Gearhulk, Noxious Gearhulk, and, of course, God-Pharaoh's Gift. Now, God-Pharaoh's Gift is going to be one of the premium pieces of Reanimator we have. That's a horrible way to put that. Most premium pieces of the interaction. Wow, I've just leave it alone. Just let it be, right? Crewfix, welcome to the stream here. Let's take a look at the sideboard, and the sideboard is a couple copies of Fragmentize, because this is just really good against all of the artifact decks. Pretty much everything except for God-Pharaoh's Gift runs on 4 or less. Anointer Priest, all of the white enchantments, not Anointer Priest. Did I say Anointer Priest? I meant the Anointed Procession. And then we have a couple copies of Cast Out. Yes, we're in Mardu. There's a couple other cards we could run to get rid of things, like Vraska's Contempt or something like that. But Cast Out just really does the job well, and we don't have a lot going on in early games, so Cast Out almost made the main board. But when we started playing with more Cataclysmic Gearhulks in the main board, we really didn't want all of these enchantments, so most of the enchantments got pushed to the sideboard, and then we brought in a few more of the creatures that we had in the sideboard into the main. Why Mardu over Naya? Yes, the Black Gearhulk is absolutely amazing. The the Menace, so I don't know. Like, I've never really tried with green, but yes, I really like Black Gearhulk. Now we do have 2 copies of Gideon's Intervention. Unfortunately, this is one of our only ways of dealing with Approach to the Second Sun, or Approach of the Second Sun. And then we have 2 copies of Angel of Sanctions. And Angel of Sanctions is kind of like a cast out, but it is going to allow us to, bring that back from the graveyard. This is also another creature that we can throw in the graveyard early. And again, if we get our, ramp artifact, then we can embalm this as early as turn 5. So, as far as additional board wipe goes, all we have are a couple copies of Fiery Cannonade, which is actually really, really good, and the instant speed is extremely important and relevant. Adam, welcome to the stream. Hour of Devastation, also really, really good because, removing the indestructibility is just extremely good. And then we have an Aether Sphere Harvester and a Crook of I cannot talk tonight, guys. We've got a Crook and a Harvester in here as well. Crooked Harvester. Here we go. So that's the deck. Let's get into some gameplay. Eben, welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed you there. It is going alright. Oh, we are not in. We're going to jump over here into some queues. I don't know if I got any points. Here we go. We're alright. Well, why is it not putting up my admission? So guys, what do you think of the deck after you've seen it? The overall or first impressions of the deck, what do you guys think? Let's close that. Let's see if we can get another here. It better not be taking tickets away from me. I just got 36. Should have. Nah, we're good. It isn't taking the tickets. So, what is going on here? Do we have a illegal deck? It wouldn't allow us without a legal deck, right? There's nothing wrong with the deck. Why won't it let us join? 60 cards, 15 card sideboard. Everything's in standard. It falls in the list. What is going on? On the downside, it's really good at dying to the Scarab God. On the upside, it seems extremely resilient and strong. Yes, you're right. It may die to the Scarab God. What is going on with Magic? Alright, we will just see if we can play a game. I think it's time to restart Magic. By the way, I do have the deck pulled up here, and the deck altogether is only 80 tickets, so it kind of falls in the realm of budget. It's under 100, so 80 tickets, 39 cents, or 0.39. Magic has been extremely funny here the last couple days. Anyone else been having problems with it? So Marlon's been thinking of quitting, but after seeing some good jank here, he wants to get back in it. Is that what's going on? Been thinking of quitting because he's got a modern deck, and modern kind of died off. Oh, not enough people playing modern at your LGS. Well, cards rotating's something that does happen. Happens every October. What is going on with Magic? You got Mana Hose 3 times, Sean. Oh, that's horrible to hear. So as long as your deck's firing and you're getting land, it's good. Is that what I'm hearing here? Come on, Magic. Magic the Gathering, what are you doing? What is going on here? Let's close some stuff out. There's no way I've got too much going on. I don't have that much going on. Let's try this one more time here, guys. Saheeli Thopters. Oh, wow. Yeah, I actually really like that deck. Saheeli's really good in the deck because you can just copy a decoction module and just... Really? Really? Okay. We tries again. So there should be nothing on my network hindering Magic. Is it just Magic takes that long to load? Wow. Does Modo fear the Jank? I think they do. I think Modo is fearing the Jank. See, Red Gearhulk's actually one of my favorite Gearhulks. My favorite Gearhulk's, honestly, the Black Gearhulk. I really like that. I played a Reanimator list, like a Sultai Reanimator list for a while, back when Ishkana was in Standard. You know, just like a couple months ago. Anyway, the Sultai Reanimator deck, that deck was really, really good, and it ran the Black Gearhulk in it. And before that, I had actually built Dev's Mardu Gearhulk list and started playing around with it. And what we have here is kind of something like from there that has been slightly updated. This is 2 nights in a row that Magic Online has been giving me fits. It can't be my internet connection. I mean, I'm connected to you guys. And the stream's not showing that I'm losing any frames or anything. We should... Hey, Magic! Wow, so it's just Magic the Gathering servers. I am in this event? Really? Wow. Okay. So that's Magic the Gathering for you right there online, everybody. Oh, while we're kind of waiting here, I have a little bit of an update for you guys. We got a couple things done, and if you get the opportunity to check out our channel, the actual channel itself, you should see the link to where you can post your decks right there on the Reddit. Let's see if we can get that here. So here we go. You guys can see that. You'll be able to just click this, go straight to our Reddit, and post from there. Is it not going to let me play this event? And if I click this, it just takes me here. Return to game. Wizards, you owe me 2 tickets. Am I in some other game as well? Really? Wow. Wow, Wizards. This is the type of thing you might have to deal with when you're playing with Magic Online. I can't wait for Arena. I just hope that it's a polished system, and as of right now, it really feels like Wizards is just kind of letting MTGO just, or Modo, just the servers are so slow. I guess it's the servers. It can't be my internet speeds. They're amazing. Anyway, while we're waiting on Wizards here, we have constructed queues. It hasn't even loaded my decks yet. Wow. Magic Online. So, what is everyone taking to Friday Night Magic this weekend? I am taking my my version of Grixis Control, or sorry, Grixis Midrange. It kind of flips into Grixis Control in the sideboard, but Grixis Midrange. Cockatrice, I refuse to stream Magic on anything other than a sanctioned platform. I think there's some things there that we don't want to deal with. Kind of like all the people that were banned from Magic. I'm sure that you guys have heard about that. My wife was just telling me about the article. Come on, Magic. Apparently we are still in this game. We've already lost game 1. The event has... Okay. Well, at least we're getting somewhere. We're no longer in the middle of a game. Our decks are showing up. Oh, we're going to get there, guys. We're going to get there. Come on, Wizards. We have a deck. Wow. Wow, wow. Dimir Pirate Flyers. So, shout out to Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming. You guys, if you know Ryan or Behind Eyes Gaming, he just recently did his $20 budget holiday decks. I mean, no two Magic players are going to like all the same cards and all the decks, but 2 of the decks I really liked. The white one and the red one he built, or sorry, not the white one and the red one, but the white one and the blue one he built are really good. And you guys were reminding me of the blue one when you were talking about the Dimir Pirates. That that mono blue mid-range deck that is floating around is doing some serious work. So I'm going to click this and we're just going to wait like forever and we'll see what happens. If we don't get a game here soon, guys, I don't know what's going to happen with Magic. Maybe my internet service provider is like blocking them for something. But anyway, yeah, the blue deck he built is really close to the mono blue mid-range deck. So if you're looking for a good budget way to get into standard, that's a $20 deck, and I think the upgrades for it to make it the mid-range deck only cost like another $30, $35, and that's just Jaces and a few other key cards. So if you guys are looking for a budget option to get back into standard, and I'm mainly talking to, I believe it was Marlon? Yeah, it was Marlon, who is a little interested in getting back into standard. Oh, things happened. Things happened. It moved. We have a blue bar now. Half a blue bar. We have an opponent. Do we get a game? We have a game! Oh, the game is afoot. Oh, that's wrong. I shouldn't have said that. Alright, we even won the dice roll. So, we're playing against the Falling Rob. Let's see what you got for us, Rob. Now, we don't have any way to discard cards, so this is actually not a really good hand for us, even though we could just turn 5 Gearhulk, though. If he's a fast deck, we're dead. Let's keep it. Let's see what happens. We're playing Jank anyway. So let's see how this goes down. We've got all of our fast lands, so any other fast lands instantly dead. So if we're playing like any aggro deck, we're probably dead here. Depending on our top decks. Pretty sure we're going to have to turn 5 this. So let's go ahead and get down to Concealed Courtyard. At least we can bluff a Fatal Push. Oh, and it's red deck. Of course it's red deck. Alright, well, let's see what... Hey. Has the deck come out to play? I think it has. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, red deck, what do you got? I don't know, Alex. I don't know what's going on with Magic, but I've been having problems logging on and getting connected to Magic for a few days now. Kari Zeb, Skyship Raider. Isn't that the name? Yeah, Skyship Raider. Well, we're not taking an overabundance of damage here. Let's go ahead and play out the Concealed Courtyard. We are going to hit... Now, we don't have anything to do this turn, but we're going to hit Refurbish next turn with a Noxious Gearhulk on a Kari Zev. It seems decent. And then, wow, I mean, turn 5. Well, we're definitely going to take a couple points of damage here. Ouch. Yikes. We're down to 13. Well, we will play a Refurbish here and see if we can gain a little bit of life. So let's refurbish this Noxious back to the battlefield. We're going to kill this Kari Zev. Gain 3 life. And now we got the big boy. The Noxious. Now next turn we'll be able to cast a Cataclysmic Gearhulk. We just hard cast a Cataclysmic Gearhulk, or we could even just like make Liliana. Well, he's gonna make it where we can't block, so. So do we just like play Liliana plus Liliana? Or no, we just play Cataclysmic Gearhulk, make him sack like half his dudes. I mean, we are taking some damage here. This is 6 points of damage. We're back down to 10. Ooh, that is going to be good. Okay, so let's go ahead and play out our Gearhulk. And when the trigger resolves, we will be able to pick an artifact and a creature. Hit done, and we will see what the opponent picks. He can only pick one creature to keep. I kind of assume it is the On-Crop Crasher, but who knows? No, he kept the Soulscar Mage. Looks like he's planning to burn us. Can we afford to swing? Yeah, we can. That's 5 points of damage. We'll put him at 11. And next turn we are threatening not lethal, but a serious hit. Like, he's going to be taking 9 points of damage next turn. Are we racing red deck? No, we don't race red deck. So there's an Hazoret with 2 cards in hand. Oh, what is that last card? Is it a shock? Is it a shock? Ay, ay, ay. Well, Cataclysmic Gearhulk is the unsung hero in this deck. It is a shock! Oh, wow. So now he's going to swing and we block. He only swings with the Hazret, which means that we get to kill the Soulscar Mage next turn. That's pretty good for us. And we've taken no damage. We're still racing this. This race is on. Yeah, baby, let's do this. Come on, Lily. Reanimator. That's right, Your Majesty. Oh, yes. I think I will keep all of the things. See, Cataclysmic's really, really good in a deck that's built for it. And a lot of you are going to be wondering why I don't have all of the enchantments main board. And it's because if I put things under enchantments, if I have 2 cast out, I have to give him something back. And that's not real good. So, who's on their heels now, Red Deck? Now, granted, he can easily, like, almost kill me. He's got 9 points of damage on the battlefield if he hits the land. 9 points of damage. Earthshaker Kenra can, where's the Earthshaker? Earthshaker can be brought back for 6, making my Cataclysmic Gearhulk unable to block. Now, if he turns this Hazret sideways, he is definitely going to be in some trouble. And he did not choose to do so. Alright, alright, alright. What do we got? Alright, we make a zombie. So, we know we're making a zombie. We can't do anything else there. We'll see what else is in the graveyard. There is a God-Pharaoh's Gift. Don't need that right now. So, there's nothing worth playing Lily to. I think I want to Cathartic Reunion. So, we'll do that. And we'll go Cathartic Reunion, discarding Canyon Slough and the Tormenting Voice. There we go. So we got to cancel that because he can just sack. Really wish we would have hit another land off of that. Alright, well, we do swing. This leaves 2 blockers. He has to block this, as it's lethal. This is not, and it's got menace, so he's going to put both in front of it. And this should be game. I mean, we should have just beat Red Deck here. I'm not for sure that it's actually happened yet, but I'm working on it. There we go, Karizev. I'm going to wait because Modo's being a little bit slow. I want to make sure that it doesn't move. Okay. So we will let Karizev take the beating. And he will go to 1. I guess we just pass the turn. No point. I mean, if he wants to sack the graveyards, he can. So, I mean, if he... well, there went his chance at an out. He's going to get rid of his Earthshaker Kenra. Good job, buddy. I don't think he has outs now. You're lukewarm on Cataclysmic? Cataclysmic is terrific. Why didn't I attack first? Well, Honestly, I wanted to see if I could force him into going ahead and like using his mana, and then I don't know. The main reason was because I wanted to hit a land and then hopefully play yet another Liliana, and then that would force him by making another zombie. But doesn't look like it's going to matter either way. Both attacking first is like bluff calling or whatever. We'll go ahead and throw some cards in the graveyard. We get a couple lands, which means this is a blocker now. We cannot produce double red. What a shame. Well, I don't think that we wait around for anything. We're just going to swing. So he has to be able to block and kill here. But that should be game. Oh, he has the Abrade. Okay, he does have a kill. So now we will play... I guess we'll play out the Angel. Means we don't have enough mana to activate the Hostile Desert. But I'm just going to make some servos. And then we'll just pass the turn back. The deck is extremely resilient in throwing out good threats, and it seems to have plenty of good threats. I mean, we just hosed a Hazoret, guys. That happened. Alright, what do we bring in against red deck? Well, this card is great. This card is great. I like the Angels of Sanctions. Cataclysmic Gearhulk is really good. Cycling through these Gearhulks is just so much fun. Like, you just throw them out. Oh, you killed it. Oh, darn. I guess we'll bring it back. I wonder how much the Masterpiece Combustible Gearhulks are. Probably gonna have to look that up. I think I'm gonna have to get me a set of the cheap Gearhulk, like the non-expensive Gearhulks and Masterpieces. Well, I like Hour of Devastation, but I also like Fiery Cannonade in this matchup. I think we're gonna remove the ramp aspect, and we're gonna bring in a couple more options for hitting the board. God-Pharaoh's Gift is great, but this deck's not built around God-Pharaoh's Gift. Even though the deck can do some good, nice, fun things with God-Pharaoh's Gift, it's not built around it. Now, wow, this looks pretty good, guys. Pretty good indeed. I think we're going to keep it. We'll go turn 1 Concealed into a Mountain... Tormenting Voice, dumping a Combustible. Combustible blocks Hazoret like nothing. Like, Hazoret, you a joke. Although, if they got a shock, you know, that does some work. Also, Combustible lives through Hour of Devastation. It's the only one of our Gearhulks that can do that. The blue Gearhulk can also do it, but that's it. Okay, so there's a white one. Hey, we got a white one. Alright, we've got a bunch of cards we need to be tossing. This is actually on the playable list, like we'll just play it. So is Angel. So Gearhulk's still on the toss list. Although Cataclysmic Gearhulk's not bad to toss either. Especially if you're holding Refurbish, then maybe I would toss it. But I think we're going to go with the Combustible first. If we get to bring that back, we'll be sitting pretty. There's a Nerve Shaker. Eesh. If we catch him tapped out, it might be better to... This is an artifact, and that's a creature, though, so... He would be able to keep both of those. Well, we'll take our damage here. He may just come out a little too fast for us. We're going to stick to the plan. We're going to discard the Combustible. And we just hit a bunch of land. Well, at least we know we will be casting Cataclysmic on 5. We don't yet have a double black for the Liliana on 5, but we are set for Cataclysmic, and any red-black source will set us up for all color. Really? They're only like a buck each? Perfect. Perfect. Definitely going to have to grab those. I mean, why not, right? They're awesome. They're not quite Titans, but I like where Kaladesh went with the Gearhulks. The Titans. Do you remember the Titans? Do you remember the Titans? Come on. Well, the opponents... I'm tapped out. There's like nothing I can do here. There's an Aether Sphere Harvester and Inspiring Vantage. Ooh, we're just hitting all the lands. All of the lands. Well, we have nothing to do. Next turn I'm going to play Hostile Desert. Hostile Desert will... may have to block here soon. Like, turn... Well, I guess if I play Hostile Desert next turn, then the turn after that I'll be playing Cataclysmic Gearhulk, so I guess it won't matter. I won't be swinging with that. Yes, we get something to do. Well, we are going to be pitching... Let's say undo on that in case we draw another. We'll go with these colors. We're just going to pitch a plains. There's a Canyon Slough. How early do we need this to come in? If we play it now... Yeah, let's... I want to play it now. I also want to cycle it this turn. Yay, the decisions. The decisions. So if we cycle it, we put another land in the graveyard for activating Hostile Desert. I'm going to play the Hostile Desert. And, I mean, we're taking a beating. This is not good. Not good. He's got 4 cards in hand. We're definitely going to need some way to come back here. Kind of hoping for the lifelink here to do us well. We may actually end up having to play this next turn and going wide. Wow. Wow, okay. This is bad, ladies and gentlemen. This is bad. Coming back from this will be nigh impossible. Cycle it. Okay. So we Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Is this right? It's Cataclysmic, right? Like that's what we have to do? Or is it Angel and make a bunch of dudes? We're going to go with Angel, go wide. Because if we don't get in the air, If we don't get in the air, we lose to this anyway. And we're going to put up servos. And the whole plan is to let the angel get killed here. We do need to put it in front of something that we will get to hit. Okay, so he's going to crew, so we will be blocking that, assuming he doesn't burn this. He burned it. Well, that's going to be game 2 there. Alright, well, let's get into game 3. What do we have for game 3 here in the sideboard? Come on, red deck. Okay. Cast out, Gideon's Intervention, Angel Sanctions. We've got a bunch of good stuff. So maybe we should cut back on a little bit of the Gearhulk action. Might need to cut back on some more of the shenanigans. Like maybe a Refurbish. I know Refurbish is really good, but we might need to bring in a little bit more of this interaction here. It just seems really bad, right? Like, maybe we don't want to take out a Refurbish. That leaves us 2 spots. What do we get? What do we want here? Gideon's Intervention? We just call Hazard? I think Gideon's Intervention and calling Hazard seems decent. I'm going to take out the Hour. And we're just going to go that route. Fragmentize? Against his Harvester? Maybe. Maybe Fragmentize was the right card there. Oh wow, double fiery cannonade. Turn 2 cycle land. Double white, double black, single red. This doesn't seem that bad. This doesn't seem that bad at all. Turn 3, we get to clean things up. Granted, against red deck, though, turn 3, you've already hit some stuff. Casting a spell on Bomat seems bad. If I'm just wanting an answer to Bomat, I'd rather have Cannonade. So, I mean, I guess that's the only way to look at that is, like, Cannonades. You're going to want to take something else with it. I don't know. 1 for wanting a Bomat just seems bad because most of the time they're just going to pay 1 red, get rid of it anyway. Oh, wow. Didn't have a 1-drop. So that means we... Really? Well... We're going to get punished here. Because we really need to get this red source down next turn. Oh, my cat wants out. One moment, guys. Cat wants out. I will. Never mind. He meowed. Someone opened the door for him. Well, at least we get to cycle at end of turn. DJ, that's your deck that you posted on Reddit there, right? Is that, I mean, that was you that posted that? Some DJ just posted one, I think it was yesterday or something like that. So, wow, wait, what's going on here, opponent? So we'll go ahead and cycle this. And what do you got? Inspiring? Alright, well, I mean, if we're going to have 4 of them, at least we did get a red one. And we'll just pass the turn here. Jeez, we are all like on the track to hard casting this God-Pharaoh's gift with nothing in the grave. So, I looked at that red-white Madcap experiment, and honestly, I had considered, because it was so close to this deck here, of us just... I'm going to fire this off now. I'm just going to be done with that thing. Just keep my life total nice and high. We'll wait on the second one. Oh, yeah. Daddy likes. I think I'm just going to get rid of the Concealed Courtyard. Argument to discarding the God-Pharaoh's Gift. If I'd have done that before, I'd have played that land. We'd have played the Cathartic Reunion this turn. So, definitely should have done that before playing a land. I guess I need to think of it more like the old Sphinx's Tutelage deck, where you always want to make all of your plays before you make the land drop. And maybe I'll have to do that. Wow, just hazard it right there. Bam! Well, we are one land away from... that's just mean! Guess what I'm calling? Oh, really? There we go. And we're going to call Hazoret the Fervent. The Fervent. Well, that will be our turn. What do you got, opponent? What do you got? So we're maybe about to just slam some Combustible Gearhulk goodness here. Earthshaker Kenra. So next turn it looks like we're going to be able to Cathartic Reunion and Fiery Cannonade. Which, I mean, we're going to take 2 this turn, but we'll kill both of those. That's too bad. Yeah, that hazard. He was a really good fella. I am super excited at how well this deck is played against Red Deck, and I think Red Deck had a pretty decent curve there in most of the games. Granted, this game came out extremely slow, but after seeing what I just seen, he chose to do that. If he had enough to just start dumping them after the fact, he chose to bring them in slow to see how I was going to set up or whatever. I think he was holding mana back for this. Wow. So we're definitely going to Cathartic Reunion. I'm going to hang on to the Combustible Gearhulk, because we're going to deal with what's on the board here right now. So we're going to go ahead and we will Cathartic. And I'm going to discard the Combustible Gearhulk and the God-Pharaoh's Gift. Not the Combustible, the Cataclysmic and the God-Pharaoh's Gift. So these two. And God-Pharaoh's Gift. Like land Refurbish would be killer, but land works too. So now we are 100% on hitting the Combustible Gearhulk next turn. So we're doing pretty good. Granted, he's probably got an Abrade. That doesn't matter. We're not really worried about that. Paralysis. I think now is the perfect time to do this. Yes, if we did it next turn. He's only got 1 card in hand. Wow, magic. Jeez, this is just not wanting to take my keystrokes, my commands. Are they just running Abrade? I think they're running Abrade, Shock, and I don't remember seeing a Harness Lightning. Or, I'm sorry, I don't remember seeing Lightning Strike. Well, there's an Earthshaker Kinra. This Fire Cannonade is going to be so good. Oh, I'm just waiting. Oh, it's going to be so good. We may not kill this if he's got, like, anything. But that's okay. I mean, we'd still only take 2 in that scenario. Playing around Settle, maybe? No. We'll see what happens. If he's got a spell, I expect him to just like shoot his own Kinra there. So I was hoping that would bait out his Abrade. Like maybe he would try to Abrade his own Kinra to make the Soul Scar Mage grow. Whatever. Whoa! Welcome, welcome. Adam says, alright, it's getting late and you gotta go to bed. Well, you have a good night too, Adam. There's our Refurbish. Well, I'm gonna Refurbish. Just because, like, that seems really good. Or, you know what? We're in a really good spot. I've got a lot of options here. Adam, this one's for you. Before you go to bed, let's see what happens with the opponent and our Combustible Gearhulk. Probably just going to get abraded, but let's see what happens. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. We've cast Combustible. Show me what we've got, opponent. Do we draw 3? Or are you going to dump 3? What do you got? Come on, red deck. Big bad red deck. Taken by... Wow, hit him for 10. Yeah. So, yes, sorry, DJ, I was actually talking about your list was so close that I almost pulled it up and just made Game 3 your list, and we're not, like, totally beyond doing that. Your list looks like a whole lot of fun. It's just the only thing that I don't like doing, and it's just really, really bad, is when you put a deck or a card in the deck that you have no possible way of casting it, even if your possibility is like the only land in the deck that could produce that mana is this, at least you have that possibility. And when I don't have that possibility, that's always bad for me. So we're just going to refurbish this God-Pharaoh's gift here. Or we're going to try to. I guess that ain't going to work, is it? Yeah, that doesn't work. Oh well, we do it anyway. So he's got to sack it now. He's got to sack the graveyard. Which he can do, that's no big deal. Gets rid of all of his Earthshakers though. So, bye-bye, Earthshaker. And then, from here, we'll just, you know, play Angel of Invention, Cataclysmic Gearhulk, go from there. Oh, you're a long way from burning us out, opponent. He just plays a land and passes back. Did he forget something? So, key to the city looks okay here. Let's go ahead and get down our Angel. And do we go servos? Just to guarantee blockers? I think we're going to go counters because we may just be playing... Nah, we're going to play the key and we'll discard Gearhulk. So now we've got a 4/4 lifelinker. He's got to deal with this. And that, like, this should lock out the game right here, guys. You have a Ether Squall Ancient deck on deck stats. It's pretty... well, I like some Jank. So if you've got good Jank, I'm all about it. Well, that's a Pia, and I ain't scared. Oh, I'm glad I didn't. There we go. We will just do this. We'll go ahead and discard the Cataclysmic Gearhulk. We get a Refurbish and a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got enough land to hardcast, so I'm going to hang on to this land for Key to the City fodder. And we're just going to go ahead and get in. And, I mean, this is exactly where we want to be. I'm going to hang on to the Refurbish for a minute. So, red deck, no match for Mardu Gearhulks. Maybe. I mean, it's not over yet. Red deck could totally come back somehow. Sure. Absolutely could come back. I can't think of the outs, but they're there. They have them. We're just going to go ahead and do this now. If he wants to sack the graveyards, he can. I think he is going to go ahead and sack the graveyards. So we'll let that happen. We'll go grab, I don't know. Did we not get a basic? Did we not get basics? Oh, because he sacked it. That's right. Oh, wow. So now I've got a Gideon's Intervention here. We can call Pia. So far in the driver's seat. If we play this, I was going to say, if we play this in Call a Braid, then we're in a really good spot. We can call Pia if we want to. I think we're going to start discarding cards here. We need to get ahead of the Pia. We'll get something here. Ramunap Ruins by the opponent. Uh-oh. Is he going to be back on the burn plan? So we're just going to say, okay, we're going to discard that, and then that's all I care about this turn. Cannot call Thopter with that. So we are taking 4 here. Red deck doing what it can. Ooh, let's undo that. Let's just go double white. Draw an extra card. We get a Hostile Desert. I'm going to go ahead and just call PNLR here. PNLR. And we'll pass the turn. Now, we will be trying to draw another card with the Key to the City. We need to be able to get into an artifact that we can pitch. Preferably a God-Pharaoh's Gift. But we're still going to be taking about 3 a turn right here. And I need to hurry it up. Yeah, I hear that. Because I'm running out of time over here. I mean, I said red deck may not have an out, and it looks like red deck might have proved me wrong. So we're gonna pay, and we got there. We got there. Sure, that thing. Noxious. I want to discard the Noxious Gearhulk. I'm clicking it, please. Really wish, like, I don't know. We'll just play it like this. This will work. We'll gain 2 life. We create a blocker that absolutely has to be dealt with. So I'm definitely going to kill the Thopter because, like, these can't do anything. So if we get rid of Thopter, we're alright. Another Abrade! Well, we'll gain the 1 life. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, well, we've already tapped the key down, so we get to draw the extra card there. Which means we get to hold everything in our hand. I guess he's on Desert Burn. Like, he's got to start burning us with his deserts if he plans on getting there. I will do this. And we'll say okay. And we do want to pay it. Hostile Desert. And now it is definitely go time, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely go time. And do we play it safe? No, we do not. We're just going to gain 2 life. Now, we could have played it safe, brought back the Angel, but I ain't about all that. He's a long way from killing us here. And we are 2 turns from killing him. Actually, let's cast this, and we'll swing with everything. Oh, that looks really good. All right, so we're going to exile we're going to pay 2 mana. 1, 2. We're going to exile the Inspiring Vantage. We get to use the desert, guys. We get to use the desert. All right. We're just going to go ahead and tap these down. We're going to exile another land. It's coming together just how we drew it up. Now, because we could be just jerks, we could discard something amazing to the key, but there's no point. Why not, right? Why not? Let's do it anyway. Jank! Yeah, it's Jank time. So in the future, I'm actually going to be calling these shows Let's Play Jank, so you guys will be able to know when it's either a Devs deck, a deck that has won a 5-0, or a GP or something like that, or so if it's Let's Play MTG, you guys will know that it's an actual deck. If it's just a Jank deck like I've got together for you guys tonight, it's going to be called Let's Play Jank. So look for it in the future. Did he survive? How did he survive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's undo that. Maybe we could have just swung in with the desert there. You got to give us 3 cards, opponent. I want them. I need them. We got to have 3 cards. Well, we'll play the swamp, and we'll just pass the turn. I mean, 14 seconds. I've got to pay attention here. We've got 14 seconds. Don't want to lose this now, right? We went through so much work. I've been talking a lot though, so. And we'll discard the angel. I've passed turn. 1 second on the clock. I've already passed the turn, so everything's on the opponent. I'm spamming 6. What do you got, opponent? If you kill that Gearhulk, you've got the game. Did we win? Did we win? Tell me if we won. Somebody tell me. So the opponent, and you're live on YouTube. Yes, got there. That's what I'm talking about. Down to the wire with Mardu Gearhulks. Eat it, red deck. Oh, man. Yeah. Does he jump back in because he wants more? Oh, and our song comes on. Yeah. Oh, this is a bad hand. This is a horrible hand. We got a Dragon Skull Summit first. But I guess that's fine after that, though. Yeah, we'll keep. David, I'm glad you enjoyed that. I hope everyone enjoyed the match. If you do enjoy the matches, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. All right, Inspired Vantage. All right, so it's a little bit better now. We had the mountain anyway, but that makes it much smoother. So we'll discard this. Move that over there. We need to get this in here. We got that here. Sorry, let me get this hand a little organized so we know what's going on. Wow, we get censored. I don't care. Let's do it anyway. Whatever. Right into a censor. You got me. You got me. We did not get censored. What? Oh yeah. When you go to time against red deck, and then you smoke them in the last game, oh yeah, with 1 second on the clock, that's what I'm talking about. Gearhulks, Gearhulks, get some. All the way over. No, I didn't say that. I did not. Oh wow, I'm a Marine too. I shouldn't have done that. There's the censor. So he actually chose not to censor us then. You know he had that. You know he had that censor. Yeah, there's another one. So, guaranteed, he could have 2-for-1'd us and chose not to. Why would you do that? People, counter tormenting voice. They still have to discard the cards and they do not get to draw. Counter that business. Ay, ay, ay. Just start throwing down Dragon Skull Summits. I know my Dragon Skulls don't match. I don't have any control over that. Oh, it's killing me. Well, the decks from you guys, I was going back up and reading some of the chat there. I'm going to have some... Maybe just let's play your deck. I don't know. I'm not real good with wording and all of that stuff. We'll figure out something. I do know that eventually we're going to have sponsors or Patreons or something at some point, and we'll have Patreon games or sponsor games or something. But I don't know how YouTube does things. The YouTube side of streaming is a little strange, if you will. Man, we've got a bunch of dead cards right here. Let's just start casting stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and get this Cataclysmic out. Sweet. You got me. You got me, buddy. Congratulations. We're just gonna do another one next turn. We're just gonna keep casting them. I don't know. Next turn we may actually just play Combustible. Like, whatever. Flip up God-Pharaoh's Gift. God-Pharaoh's Gift Combustible and just kill him. It could happen. Like, there's a lot of 6-drops, and if you get, you know, 2 God-Pharaoh's Gifts, you just killed him. What do we do here? Next turn we can God-Pharaoh's Gift, so I don't know. Let's drop this bad boy. Let's see what happens. Does it land? He's got to counter it, right? He's got to counter. He can counter this. Because Fumigate's not the point. You can Fumigate. Damage is done by the time Fumigate happens. Oh, man, I love this deck. Is this deck that's just not feel decent? Come on. That is a 6/6 first striker that is about to either do some damage. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, he's going to cast it out. Well, ain't that cute? Alright. Alright, so now he's got 2 enchantments, ladies and gentlemen. 2 enchantments. He's got 2, y'all. We just drew some cards. Wow, he would have taken 12 points of damage right there. So we just get to keep playing these. I'm just going to play the Cataclysmic this turn. Now, granted, he is probably going to just absolutely destroy us with the... Did we throw away Angel? With the approach to the second sun. Like, we've probably so lost this. But, yeah. Seems like it's going to be good anyway. Deck is super sweet. Again, the only thing we got in the sideboard to stop this is Gideon's intervention, but it will do the trick. Do you have... You think he can counter the God-Pharaoh's Gift? Let's find out. I mean, if he can counter the Combustible, he can counter the God-Pharaoh's Gift, right? I don't know. Maybe he can just get rid of the God-Pharaoh's Gift. We're moving to combat. Oh my! It happened. He let us move to combat. Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Oh, he flipped it. I'm horrible. He flipped it. Well, darn. I'm bad. As a pun on my behalf. I guess we should have done Combustible since he did flip it. And we still get to attack. Maybe he's got, like, Settle? No Settle. Okay, well. Yeah, I made a punt there. I forgot he had flipped it. I was just looking up there at it, setting beside it, and I forgot that it had already flipped over and was no longer the enchantment. What do you mean by joining any networks, Crewfix? You said you'd strongly suggest not joining any networks. Hey, hitting for 20, DJ, that's always fun, man. Sorry, I was going back and reading the chat there. I had I'd gotten a little caught up in what we were doing. It was just too much fun. They say there's no such thing, but... Okay, opponent. How do we do this? I don't think we can, but... So we go Combustible. Alright, so I'm going to play the Angel. We'll tap like this. So if he spends all of next turn digging for it, then we're in a pretty good spot. We're going to go with... Man, you think he's got Fumigate? If he doesn't have Fumigate, then Servos is the way to go. We'll go with counters. And then I'm also going to Tormenting Voice. I think we'll discard a Cataclysmic, as that's no longer what we're really looking for. We did hit a land. I guess we'll play a tapped land. We'll go ahead and get into combat, and we're gonna just always yield to that. We know we want it. We'll take that Combustible, and we're definitely going to be hitting for 10 here. Wow. Alright, so we've definitely got a lot of power coming in. I don't know if it's going to be enough. We really need a little extra damage. Next turn we get to swing with the Hostile Desert as well. Maybe he won't... Oh, we don't have a land. We will have a land in the graveyard right now. There we go. Glad I seen that. It'd been horrible if we had made it till next turn and not had a land in the yard. Because my first instinct could have been just, you know, discard Gearhulk. Alright, so search for Azcanta. Another Hostile Desert. I mean, we can play that. There's no reason to not play that land. It comes in untapped. Now, we can bring back Noxious here. Just not use his ability. I mean, what are we looking at right now? Settle? We're so about to get settled, aren't we? Like, we could kill him right now if... Well, we don't have to swing with everything either. We sure do not. That thing. Okay, and no. And if we just swing like this, there comes the settle. He settled my wreckage. Well, we definitely have him dead next turn, but I just don't think we're gonna. I don't think we're going to get there. So let's go ahead and bring back Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Man, that's just not good. That's not good at all. Let's cycle one. Cycle... God-Pharaoh's Gift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my thinking here is I need to put at least lethal on Crackback. Put him at he must cast Approach of the Second Sun now. And the way we're going to do that is we're bringing back an Angel and we're bringing back Gearhulk. Now, we'll bring back Gearhulk first, and we'll probably have to sacrifice the God-Pharaoh's gift to the Gearhulk trigger. But if he doesn't play this, we're... okay, good. I don't have to go through that complicated turn. Some of you go back, listen to some of the nonsense I just said, and see if you can figure out what I was talking about, and if we were actually going to have to sack a God-Pharaoh's gift to the Cataclysmic to win. We had him dead on crackback, though. Wow, okay, so counters, of course. Also, servos don't get haste. Wow, what we got here, DJ? You know, as much as possible, as quick as possible. Be careful that you don't play Cataclysmic and blow up all your creatures. Play Noxious from your hand. Yes, play around settle, swing only one. Yeah, go back and look at all that, DJ. Let's see here. Man, what do we want? Well, we've got a lot of dead cards that are just not terrific. Cataclysmic is not great here. This is actually where we want our cast outs. We want to be able to deal with anything individual. Actually, Gideon's Intervention. Now, Crook might also be decent. Angel is decent here. We don't need major bodies. I'd rather have the cast out effects, things like that. Popping Search for Escantas. This survives through board wipes pretty well, but so does Cultivator's Caravan. That's a card we haven't seen much of tonight. Cultivator's Caravan. I think we can drop Settle the Wreckage. I mean, we still have this for like Keel, and I don't even think there's a card, like, I don't think this deck can bring enough out of the sideboard to be extremely dangerous. Let's go with Cast Out. I like Cast Out for... No. Forget the Cast Out. Fragmentize. Fragmentize. Let's drop... What are we going to drop? One Noxious. Let's roll with that. What about adding blue for Torrential? Okay, so someone on Reddit was talking about the red-white Madcap, and they were talking about the Torrential Gearhulk. Man, this looks like a great hand. Oh my, oh my. So we're going to keep... We're going to just go ahead and play this and pass the turn. But somebody was talking about on Reddit about whether or not the deck needed Torrential Gearhulk, and the real issue with Torrential Gearhulk is how many instant speed. Like, are we doing Torrential solely for the purpose of wow. This seems really risky. I think I just dumped the Tormenting Voice here. I want to guarantee I have that land. Okay, that's good. That's really good for us. And then we can... Oh, wow. Sometimes life is just super sweet. Go ahead and censor this. You know you wanna. He did not wanna. But everything's sorcery speed. So if you really do want to cast Torrential Gearhulk, or even be bringing back Gearhulk, you're not actually going to get to use any of the things that make Gearhulk amazing. And the only real spell that I've been able to put in the deck that I truly liked was oh wow, what do we do here? Do we want another caravan? How ham can we go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we play that, then we have 3 mana open. Ay, ay, ay. Man, we've got a bunch of mana. It means we got to discard these two, though, which we kind of want to do anyway. But yeah, I just don't like Torrential in the deck. Well, let's see if he counters it. He He didn't counter it. Okay. He didn't counter it. That's great. Irrigated farmland for the opponent. I'm not worried about Gearhulk. I ain't worried about Gearhulk at all. Like, oh snap! What does he got? What can I not cast? I can't cast God-Pharaoh's gift. God-Pharaoh's gift cannot do damage. What are we playing against, gentlemen? If I lose this game, I am now, like, heartbroken. So, I want to just play Gearhulk Smash in for 5. Can't do it. I'll tap down. Getting intervention while he's tapped down seems good. However, he's probably got a cast out. Let's get this Gearhulk down while we know we can. Let's make him deal with it. Show me what you got, fella. Take it. Oh, he didn't take it. Well, he should have took it. He only took 3 damage. Wow. So he's definitely got to leave up some... Oh my goodness. Guys, what happens if we call Settle the Wreckage on Gideon's intervention? Is that a Fumigate? Did he just Fumigate? No, it's a Regal. Okay. Earlier I said I just wasn't worried about Regal. We'll find out how true that statement is. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. There's just no reason not to. Yes, we will use the ability. We will accrue off of this fella and present you lovely little kitties some damage. Just jump right in front of that, kitties. Meow. So they do bring in Regals out of the sideboard, everybody. That is a thing. You do have to worry about Regals. I'm just worried that once he sees this, I want to put enough threats on him that he has to cast out, that he has to do things to kill this stuff now. Oh wow, is he digging for Settle? Watch me just play this and call Settle and say, what? Now that's happening. That just happened. Yeah. And we've got 4 mana up. 5 mana up if we want to play this. So he negates that. Well, he can't settle now. So let's go ahead and get into combat. And so we will just Cultivator's Caravan. Sure. Sure. I want to be able to cycle that, right? We have no graveyard, no cards in the graveyard. Like, I really want to be able to cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll wait. We'll cycle that later. We've got plenty going on right now. Why would I want to crew with the Gearhulks? Why would I want to trade 6 damage for 5 damage? Like, I'm not... Like, if I was worried about Settle, I would swing in with these. But once we got him to tap out, it just wasn't an issue anymore. He scooped it up. He didn't have an answer. Torrential and Settle are non-bow if you're using GPG to get out the torrent. That is correct. If you're at sorcery speed, then a spell that has to be cast in your opponent's attack phase is just not good. Please don't try to build this deck with Torrential Gearhulk. Nothing works at instant speed. We are playing extremely powerful cards on our turn. What do we want? What do we want? I actually think I want the cast outs. I don't know. Fragmentize is probably going to be really good. Yeah, we'll just stick with the Fragmentize. So far, so good, gentlemen. I will have to put in the beginning of this video, like, because, you know, we did get, like, kind of caught up there for a little bit, but I'll put in the beginning of the video where we had the little mix-up. I'll put a little timestamp down there for anyone that wants to go back at where the matches actually start. So, yeah, I'm actually really impressed out of this deck. Like, the deck has played really well. We're playing against Approach. We've played against red deck. I mean, we hit Tamer and we've done the Tier 1 trilogy, right? Don't try to build this deck with Torrential. Challenge accepted. Of course. Okay, so you could put the deck together, but will it work? And, like, I don't want to... Yeah, I'll say it. This one's working. This deck is working, guys. So, it's jank, but, man, it's some fun jank. We're going to throw this Combustible away. If we hit a white source, we're about to turn 4, get countered. Yeah, that's what's happening to us. We're going to get countered on 4. Oh, that's a thing. Alright, well, we'll just pass the turn. Search for Azcanta. Sweet. Well, we do get our Cathartic Reunion off. We know that's going to happen now. That's probably going to be a turn 5 play. Let's just go ahead and get down the Dragon Skull Summit. We'll jump into this Cathartic Reunion, discarding... Let's go with the Angel. We won't make that a turn 5 play. I did get our white source, ladies and gentlemen. And we got a play for next turn. That's good. That's good. Does he keep it? Does he throw it in the graveyard? What do we got? Group fix. He's putting that Torrential Gearhulk in this deck, guys. Like, Torrential Gearhulk has got to be in the deck. What are you going to cast with your Torrential Gearhulk? Alright, it means that you have to remove, like, these cards and put in instant speed versions, which, you know, that's doable. Did this just happen? Are we going to get to bite a counter right here? Well, if he's got a counter spell, we'll see it. And then we'll Tormenting Voice. You got it, opponent. You got it. Congratulations. You outwitted us. You're clever. Our opponent's so smart. Oh, there's the Gideon intervention. Okay, so if he's got counter for next turn, we're still going to just fire it off. I don't see any reason to not fire it off for a Combustible. We have a second. So, I don't know. Maybe we could actually just... We're firing it. Fire in the hole. Although that was a reason to not fire it off. Getting a second white source. We could have gotten a second white source, destroyed this Glacial Fortress, and played Crook. We'll fire this off. Here we go. What do we got? What do we got? Skyweller's Shot with GPG? Maybe. And a Spell Pierce for the opponent. He's got all of the counters. Well, he's got 3 cards left, so... Is he pitching? Is he top decking? He's just keeping it? What? Oh, he discarded a cast out. Alright. I want to just try it again. That or just not cast anything till I can force discard. Alright, so we're just going to repeat the same action. If he does something here, next turn we'll take the other course of action. The Field of Ruin for the search for Azcanta is going to be pretty good for us. Is this like Glimmer? Like, what are you doing here, opponent? Okay, he's going to disallow it. Wow. Well, we definitely got to sit back for a minute. We can't just run out this last Refurbish here. How many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6 in the grave. I guess I could just look at this number, right? And we hit a land. He's got 3 cards. Can he stop another one? I'm doing it. This is so bad. This is bad magic. I'm sorry. This is bad magic. He's got to have the counter for this. This is not playing around anything. This is going, Timmy, slam my spell. He glimmers! Yes! Well, we know we're not killing him because we're holding 2 of the 3 God-Pharaoh's gifts in our hand, but so alright, Vraska's Contempt is a good card, and it does not leave a permanent on the battlefield. So Vraska's Contempt is definitely good if you're going to be bringing back Torrential Gearhulks. But my question is, if you're going to be playing a deck that is trying to bring back Torrential Gearhulks, why wouldn't you just be playing a Scarab God deck? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. He took 8. Wow. All right. Well, we'll just pass the turn. I mean, we've got a 6/6 on the battlefield. Oh, we played around the sensor. Oh, nice. So we're gonna let him flip this. We'll kill it next turn. Like, he gets to use it right now, or he like wipes the board. I don't know. But we're destroying the search for Azcanta as soon as we untap. I don't think we have anything we would draw to not destroy the search. Yeah, that's fine. He gains 1 life. Come on, land. That's not what we wanted. Alright, well, let's go ahead and pop that search. Do we... Nah, we don't need to leave up anything particular. We're just playing the crook here. What do we want? Another red? We have double red, double black, double white. We're set. The hand looks double white, double black. We'll take a black source. And we'll just play the crook, and then, yeah. So, Torrential Gearhulk this. I don't know, he might. So there goes your instant reanimation plan. Yeah, well, the Scarab God is extremely janky. I like the Scarab God. What are we doing here? What are you calling? Don't call God-Pharaoh's gift. Don't do it. Don't do it. He called it. Whatever. What are we eating out of this graveyard? So let's exile Glimmer. Sure. Glimmer looks eatable. Yum yum Glimmer. Well, Then, how many Refurbish we got? 1, 2, 3. We've got 1 Refurbish left in the deck. I am going to discard a Tormenting Voice. And there we go. It's something. And we'll just pass the turn. We still get to keep up Crook, so we're good on that front. He's got 2 cards in hand. Next turn we'll have 6 mana. We can start playing Noxious Gearhulks. Although the Key to the City would be really nice to get down. Oh, thin our deck. Thank you, opponent. So getting the black earlier is great. Now we'll just get white, and that keeps us on double white. It's not bad for us. Now we have 2 mana. If we would have done that in our main step, we'd have just played the key. Cathartic Reunion. Ooh, wow. Don't know how I feel about that. Like, I think the key is actually more important in the long run. But I do like Cathartic Reunion. So, what do we think his win con is? Do we think he still has Settle the Wreckage? I mean, not Settle the Wreckage, but Approach. Because if he does, then I kind of want to cast this. I want to be able to cast this Gearhulk on a turn that I could swing with this. Kind of like Cathartic Reunion right here. I'm going to do it. We're going Key, God-Pharaoh's Gift. Oh, that's bad. Alright, play a tap land. Play this on approach. Does he counter it? He does counter it. He's got to counter it. You got it, opponent. No, we cannot. Alright, well, we're definitely in some trouble now. Need to draw some cards. Like, that key was probably our way out of this. Let's just play Noxious Gearhulk. We'll swing. Crew. It's the same as if we would have played Noxious last turn without being able to swing. We're still swinging for 5 here. So playing everything we did last turn was just more feasible. So I definitely think he's still on approach. Oh, wow, guys. I just gave away the game. I'm just now seeing this play. We have an Angel of Sanctions in the graveyard. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we just now hit 7 mana, though. So we wouldn't have been able to do it. I was going to say, I could have Angel of Sanctions away the Gideon's Intervention, and then cast God-Pharaoh's Gift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and do that. So if we go Angel, and then we'll swing with Cultivator's Caravan again. I like some Mario. Mario's always nice. Yes, we will use said ability. And we will crew with this ability and swing 5. Show me the settle. Actually, I don't think he's got it. I think we would have seen it already if he had it. I think we're putting him on having to have an answer right now. This Glimmer or Supreme Will better find it. Oh, wow. We played around the Supreme Will and didn't even know it. Yeah. I love it when I build a deck and it does well. So I really hope you guys are liking my deck builds. The last couple have been mine, so you know, thanks for all the likes and everything on those. I am going to be putting a actual deck tech of this deck out, so you guys should probably be able to see that tomorrow. Unfortunately, you know, even though we went against red deck and this control deck here, we've went to time a lot, so we're not going to be able to play a third game. Wow, just all the cycling stuff, huh? Alright, well, let's play that Gearhulk. Yeah, I mean, we just play the Gearhulk crew. Okay, and no. Crew, and do you have the settle? If he doesn't have a settle, we get to swing next turn. Like, if he does have settle, we still get to swing next turn with the Noxious Gearhulk. Although, if he has settle, I'm not swinging with the Angel. I mean, he can cast out it if he wants. We'll go to next turn. I'm okay with that. Cast out? What do you got? Is it a settle? Glimmer? Okay, he's glimmering for a settle. Show me what you got. Show me what you got, opponent. Did you get there? Did you get it? 3 white mana. He had the settle. Oh. Okay, well. Hope you got another one. Next turn we do nothing but just like draw a bunch of cards. Holding all these 2-mana draw spells in my hand. Oh, he's gonna have approach right here. I know it. Is he looking for like Fumigate? Like, he pretty much has to have Fumigate here, right? Or another settle. He's got 4 cards in hand. He's got to have something. Oh my god, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why play Gearhulk if not swinging with the Angel? Because originally I, well, wanted to add more to the board. That's an easy answer. Add more to the board. Always add more to the board. I mean, like, we're trying to push him on tapping. The more I can get a control deck to do before combat, the better off we are. Let's draw some cards. Is there a special way I need to tap? We'll leave up double white. There's our land for the turn. I guess we just attack. I mean, do you have it, opponent? Sure, we attack with everything. I mean, if he's got it, he's got it. And that's game! Mardu Gearhulks taking down 2 Tier 1 decks, ladies and gentlemen. Red deck wins, crushed them, and I think we kind of got a little lucky there against that approach deck. But, hey, Mardu Gearhulks. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Stand by for the deck tech tomorrow. I will go ahead and give you guys my wrap up on it. I played this deck quite a bit before I actually presented it to you guys, and there's not a lot I would change. I've already made those changes. Originally, the deck had a lot of kill spells in it, like Rebraid and all of that other stuff, and then I just kind of realized that's not exactly what this deck's about. So the more kill you add to it, the more you're taking away from the actual strategy. Like the GPG deck, if you look at God-Pharaoh's Gift deck, that particular deck, this deck is a lot like that in the fact that it wants to get down to God-Pharaoh's Gift. However, the creatures that this deck has in its arsenal means that it gets to fight an unfair fight even when it's on the fair side of the game and it doesn't have the God-Pharaoh's Gift. You get some majorly good powerhouse, or that's horrible words, don't listen to me. Anyway, major powerhouses in this deck. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute blast playing Magic with you guys tonight. thank you so much. If you like the channel, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button on the video if you like the Mardu Gearhulks and my version of it. And if you like the channel in general, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thanks everyone for coming out tonight. It was an absolute blast. I had a lot of fun. I hope you had fun. And we'll see you next time here on the Sideboard.